Hello everyone, welcome back to part 13 of Hill Orc Fighter of Beogh. I'm Ultraviolent 4. You're here with me, just me, no other orc followers at this point in time. We're waiting for Beogh to gift us some more and then we'll train those guys up. We have made it to the last floor of Pan that we are forced to do. I'm saying that because Pan is technically infinite, so if we wanted to, we could scum experience until the end of time. Well, not the end of time actually, there's a turn limit. I think it's about 20 million turns or something. If you ever reach that, your game will end. So you can scum Pan until then, and no further. But anyway, because we have one more Pan rune to get, the glowing rune of Zot, and that is on this floor. So we're on the floor of MinOleg, who's I don't know what his actual title is. I don't even know how to spell it either. MNO something like that. Yeah, MinOleg. Okay, he is. Doesn't describe him. The Demon Lord of Chaos. It does indeed. All right, he is not directly dangerous, as in he kills very few characters. What he kills you with are his summons. So. Particularly with a bunch of these working in conjunction, he can kill you. I'd say he's probably fairly comfortably the least dangerous of the Panlords that we've fought so far. But if you get really unlucky, he can still make things bad for you. Through two ways mostly. One is summon eyeballs. You have to be careful if he ever summons giant floating eyes, because they will paralyze you, ignoring your MR in a smite targeted fashion. That's one way to die. The other is through Malign Gateway. I think not too many people realize this, but the tentacle on a Malign Gateway hits you with chaos attacks. So once again, if you're letting that hit you, there's a chance you can get paralyzed and then you might get overwhelmed. As long as you don't get paralyzed though, he's not too scary. His attacks, yeah, they're melee attacks. By this point in the game, you don't care so much about melee attacks. Normally, it's more you care about giant spells or torment and that sort of thing. Things to note: this floor is full of mutators, such that we are just going to run in, try to get the rune, and leave. So you will have noticed that with all the other Pan floors, I mapped it. I then excluded out the entrance to the end vault and I cleared all around the rest of the level first. On this one, we will do no such thing. We do not want to clear, because any time you spend on this floor is a time that you're going to be getting mutated in all sorts of horrible ways. We see here one Nekasek. There are going to be as many cacodemons as you can hold. In fact, more cacodemons than you can hold. You might ask yourself, why can't I hold all these cacodemons? Because there are too many. There are not enough mutation potions in the game to hold all of them. That is why. So yes, that's our plan. Run in. I wonder if this Nekasek didn't even see us. 0 stealth. Stealthy fighter in gold dragon scales. Stranger things have happened. Alright. One kind of a revelation that I've come to thanks to Eurasian Chica. I said earlier on that my game didn't have portal projectile, and you see there I do a search for it, no such thing in this game. Well, it turns out that doesn't work anymore. It used to, because it would search all the books, but now that there are no such things as books, if you want to search for the spells you have, you actually have to go into the spell library, and in fact I can see it there. We have portal projectile, so I'm going to pick that up. Not only is that really useful just for shooting through orcs or hitting summoners, etc. If I can find it, I gotta put it in my. I gotta unhide it first. Then we gotta go to our list, and then we gotta learn it. Okay. It's also. Oh, okay. Never mind. The Nekasek came back and then hit us, interrupting our memorization. So very rude of him. We one-shot him though. That was pretty good. All right. So we became clumsy. So we lost some dex. Here's another cacodemon. And watch. This is just gonna be basically what happens this floor. Yeah, here's another one. You're gonna get mutated like crazy. Hopefully you have potions of mutation. and hopefully you roll in such a way that your bad ones, first of all, go away and you don't just get worse ones, because that can happen too. This flaw is a big part of the reason why in my standard extended games I like to do pan last, because, well, you might see, maybe we'll be lucky. But Portal Projectile is also just a really good spell because it makes all your ranged attacks more accurate. Ignoring the smite targeted bit, just being more accurate is a buff too. It's at a... Oh, we got interrupted, we didn't learn it. I was like, am I blind? I didn't see it in the list. Alright, we memorized it that time. Here we go. So I'm doing it. I'm using the 6 Verhi to block for us, and then I don't know what spell key it's on. It's on A. I'm going to put it on W. Okay, so we've got a status up here, the P proj status, Portal Projectile. It means that we're now portaling our ammunition to its targets. So we can block line of fire to the Cacodemon, well, for a few shots there. What do we get? We're now very clumsy, which is actually quite scary because that's just dropped us down to 6 decks, which we'll talk about it in a sec, but that could be a major issue for us going into both Hell and Tomb. So that's one we're going to need to get rid of. Same thing here. We'll get some shots on the Cacodemon while he approaches. We got, you feel stronger. Okay, that was a buff. Basically, anything we get here is not going to last because we're going to have to mutate out of them almost certainly. Remind me, 21% to fail on Portal Projectile. That's because of the translocations training we've done. I actually don't mind. Let's turn hexes on. I'm going to focus it, and let's just bring hexes to, it's a 0 aptitude. Let's bring it to, say, 4. That's really not much investment, especially at this point in the game. And that will just, not only will it mean we're not going to fail it when we want it, but it means that the effect is going to last longer. We could, because this is our last pan floor, we could maybe even just try to steal the rune and leave. So it means MinOleg won't turn up on future pan floors because we potentially won't have any. Although note, it's kind of a fun interaction or interesting one, but panlords you don't kill and you steal the runes of can also turn up on the orb run, believe it or not. You feel weirdly uncertain. Alright, so we just got probably the worst mutation in the game, which is Teleportitis. So we're occasionally going to be teleported next to monsters. I have half a mind just to try to get rid of it right now, but I know in this fight we're going to get mutated 10 more times, so there's not really any point. Yeah, you feel less energetic. Low energy, please clap. We're going to get more. So yeah, I think I was saying we could potentially try to steal the rune. I don't know, I feel like just as a point of principle, we've been killing all the panlords so far, we probably should just continue to kill them. So here's MinOleg. We looked at him before. Mostly it's the summon things that you have to watch out for. What I could do here is, rather than fight in the open like this, we can just chill, walk back to an area where we've got restricted line of sight. Okay, so one of our necromancy manuals ran out. We've still got a second one though. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That ran out a bit quicker than I would have liked though. Here's MinOleg. He dug through the wall. So I'm not as afraid of him as some of the others. So I'm not going to use our might potions, our agi, etc. But considering that we have 14 haste potions, I feel like we may as well quaff one. And then we just fight him. He's probably... Apparently he's not even resistant to cold, which is surprising to me. So our Broadaxe of Freezing is actually kind of useful here. Alright, and we kill him. He didn't do any of his scary things. We get rewarded buy some orcs, which is nice. Alright, and then we've got just a bunch of ugly things. I'm going to check out the golden eye has an 11% chance to confuse us, but we have 20 curing potions, so I'm not worried. More Necrosex. I am worried about the giant eyeball that I've just noticed though, because that's going to paralyze us, so let's smite that and kill that. Alright. We're confused, let's cure out of that. Our priest is running in, very brave, but you're almost certainly going to die. Somehow not. Confused again. Every time we get confused, we'll just quaff out of it. Look at all these cacodemons and Necrosex who are turning up. We got our spellcasting went to level 9. Okay, cool. Hexus to 4. What did that do for our portal projectile? It brought it to 9%. Yeah, I'm perfectly happy with that. So we're just training necromancy. I think we should probably turn on our earth magic. It will make Vile Clutch usable. Let's bring earth up to, and it's such a good spell. Let's bring it up to maybe 8. I already had it on 8, but I just wasn't training it. Okay, well, seeing as I made this exact decision earlier, let's focus that up to 8. We'll see what that does for portal projectile. Sorry, for whatever that thing is called. Vile Clutch. We now just acquired Berserk-itis, so we tend to lose our temper in combat. Okay, yeah, just more and more Necrosex. This is going to keep happening. We're now Berserk. We pick up a potion of Berserk Rage. I like how it was grayed out there. That's interesting, because the game was saying this item is useless to you right now because you're literally already Berserk, so you can't even use it. That's funny. It's going to be in one of these. I don't know. I don't think there's a way to tell. I think it's just random which one it will be in. At this point, we may as well check the others just in case there's some cool loot in there. File of Floods. And a runed short sword. Okay. So we want to have a look at our exits. We can't tell. One of these might be an abyss exit. So we've got, I'm looking at my map, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Well, there are usually always 3 of these pen ones. I think that means there might be an abyss and maybe an exit. Certainly one of these will be an abyss one, I'm pretty sure. So rather than just running onto the next floor, I'm going to see if we can potentially leave Pan. So I'm running to the next one. Okay, that's a normal one. Okay, we get, what did we get? Just strange energies through our body. It didn't actually mutate us though. I see our orcs getting mutated. I don't know, someone mutated him, it looked like. Oh, we got more Necrosex. So, oh, it's Cacodemons, I mean. So the thing is here, so we learnt Portal Projectile. At this point, I could be stepping behind my orcs like this, casting Portal Projectile, and then killing it without risk of mutating ourselves. The reason I haven't been doing it, I know some of you might be thinking, but Ultra, you just did that, and now you're not even avoiding the mutations. Why did you bother? It's because I know we're already really badly mutated. We're going to have to quaff mute potions anyway. So I'd rather just keep my orcs alive without risking them. You feel even more wildly uncertain. You feel more energetic. Okay. Well, we really need to get... There's our abyss exit. These guys won't follow us in, so we'll just go through. Okay. Oh, wow, there's a gateway. The very next tile. Well, that was a very easy trip through the abyss. Okay, that was good. Well, we need to get rid of these immediately. Berserk-itis and 2 levels of teleportitis. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let's quaff mutes. Okay, let's see. We got evolution, which is nice. We got rid of our Berserk-itis, but we still have a level of being teleported to monsters. Also, having Dex -4 to bring our Dex to 6 is extremely dangerous. Let me show you. What is the word? I can look up brainless because that will tell me. Okay, if one of your stats, strength, int, or dex, ever drops to 0, first of all you get paralyzed for a while. Then while it's 0, you are slowed. All of your actions permanently slowed, and then you have other things here depending on which one. So if you have 0 int, you become brainless and you can't use spells, and you have an 80% chance to fail when reading scrolls. The one that we're worried about is Dex, so we become clumsy, 0 stealth, minimal evasion, can't stab, can't block. Very bad. And that's after the fact that you pass out and you're paralyzed for a while. Why am I worried that might happen? Because when you kill mummies, or the higher level ones, you get death curses. I think a max death curse can give you -7 on your stats. And I think the hell effect is the same. So the hell effect is something that triggers every now and then when you're in hell. Similar thing, if you have 7 of a stat or less, you can basically lose all of it in one go if you're unlucky. So it's extremely dangerous to have low stats and be in either hell or tomb. So we need to get rid of that mute as well. Okay, see, we still have teleportitis. So this is, I mean, well, we'll see how we go. But with this new system, you can just get extremely unlucky, and even though you're quaffing these mutation potions, there's no guarantee to get rid of them. See, we still have teleportitis, and now we have slow reading scrolls. We feel stable, our vision sharpens, we feel robust, our thoughts seem clear. Okay, so we've ended up now with a pretty good set. We got clarity of mind, we got 10% extra HP. I actually really don't like that our spells are harder to cast but more powerful, because our issue is casting the spells at all. Yeah, that brought our regen up to 21% chance to fail. Oh well. Our portal projectile went up to 16%. I think that's fine. I think we sit here. So we ended up with okay mutes, but think about if we had come to Pan and we had fewer this game, it took us 4 of them to get rid of those two mutes that we didn't want. So it's rough. Alright, so that's all of our Pan runes now. We've got 10 runes. I'll just point out to you, we never saw it, but if you had seen, for instance, Holy Pan, it's a floor that is guaranteed to have the demonic rune, if you haven't found it, filled with angels. Pro tip, just try to leave. Let's wait for that plane. It is really, really, really dangerous, Holy Pan. Very scary, particularly if you're someone who's undead or you're susceptible to Holy Wrath. What's good about it for Beogh worshippers is you get a whole stash of large shields and holy weapons. But that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to see if we can get a friend to come with us into hell. I think we got Korbok here. Let's go to another stair so I can actually tell. Oh yeah, okay. So we got Wargrath and Korbok. So we want to go into hell. We'll bring just Korbok in. Okay, alright, in we go. Alright, so then which one do we want to do? I think probably most of the time Cocytus is the most difficult one. It's the ice-themed one. At the end you fight Antaeus, who's extremely scary. I think if you have the RF for it, a lot of the time Gehenna, the fire one, is probably the easiest. Dis is a bit of a mixed bag. I think this was this one, the Iron City. Iron Giants are pretty rough, and now they have Harpoon Shot, so I haven't tried it with that yet. That can be hard, and it's a bit of a mixed bag. So say, as you might expect, the ice one has ice fiends, the fire one has whatever the other fiends are. Why am I so bad with names? Not Ember Fiends. Why am I so bad with names? Brimstone Fiends, correct. Tartarus, the undead one, has your Titsimals or Tit Fiends, maybe. And then Dis has all of them, so it can have all three of them. So you need to have a bit of sort of every resistance. I think for what I will do on this character is to actually do Tartarus first, the undead one. So I want to check. We definitely want to have 3 pips of RN for this one. Okay, because it's going to be true for all of them. We're going to be tormented a lot. But the reason I'm picking to do Tartarus first is that in not too long, or sometime in the future, we're planning to have Necromutation, which makes you immune to torment. So that will help us a lot in these Hell floors and in Tomb. Maybe we'll only get it by Tomb. It'll help us a lot there. But have a look at... I don't even know how to spell Tsitsimal. Is it TZ? Oh, okay. Thank God. It's the only monster that starts with TZ. Okay. They have Dispel Undead. So you really don't want to cast Necromutation against any of those guys. So we'll do that now. We're not going to be any stronger later in there with Necromutation. So we'll go do that. Alright. And Hell. They're always 7 floors deep. There's never any loot. The Hell effect can mess with you like that, where it just torments you. I really don't want to get how'd we did. Alright, we're going to leave. Okay, so those Doom Hounds give you this Howl effect. It's really nasty. If you're in a really, really bad situation, you can cancellation it off. It ignores your MR as well. So basically, if there's a Doom Hound around, there's a very good chance it's going to howl you. But what that does is, while you have the status, Titsimals like this, Shadow Dragons, a bunch of the scariest things out of Tartarus will start turning up. Yeah, so it's really rough. What can we do? A couple of things. First of all, we could summon a bunch of orcs in, and we could just fight this stuff as it appears. We probably can just fight it though, I think. Or we'll make an attempt, and then maybe we will. Pro tip. Devs don't want you to know this. We have 0 throwing. We can almost 100% of the time net any of these fiends. Also Hell Sentinels. But, so this Sitsimul, we should be able to net him. While he's netted, we'll be getting bonus damage because we'll be stabbing him. And he's going to spend a lot of turns struggling against the nets. So he's wasted 2 of his turns struggling right now. 3 turns. Another pro tip, if we all are on nets, is you can avoid monsters breaking them by apporting them off the monster. We've got 8 throwing nets. I don't really want to do this. Maybe if it was 1 Titsimul and we weren't howd, I would do this. But anyway, just trust me. You can apport it off the netted monster and then the net won't break. If you literally only had 1 net, you could then pick it up and rethrow it. Alright, we're good. Okay, let's start again. Alright, so we started that one off with a torment and then a howl. So that was no good. So what happens, there are 7 floors, there's no loot, there's nothing really to find, so you generally just want to get down to the 7th floor as quickly as possible. Note that any of these gateways that you find always lead you back to the vestibule. So it doesn't take you up 1 floor. If you really need to escape, you can always just come out and then come in again. And notice the Hell effect is just going to trigger all the time. In this case, it summoned a Reaper on top of us. But it can do a bunch of things. You saw us get tormented. It can confuse you. It can petrify you, which is great fun. It can rot your stats, which fortunately we're at 10, so we're not going to get one shot, lose all our decks. Got to be careful here. This is the Phantasmal Warrior Vampire Knight. combo where if our MR gets halved, we need to check that we're not going to get paralyzed. Let's take Korbok back out. He just became a warlord. We were only down one floor, so I don't mind getting another knight to bring with us. If we can find one. There's one. Alright, come on, knight. Everyone else, get out of the way. I want the knight. There's too many around. I think the knight is following us. Yeah. Alright, we can make more space. We'll just dig the walls open. Come on, knight. There we go. Okay. We had a few with us, but that's okay. We'll retreat all those guys up, and then we'll bring our plain orc knight with us. Okay, good. And then, if we can give him a Holy Wrath weapon, that would be great. He's got a plate armor. Okay, good. So he's going to be pretty resilient in that plate armor. Alright. Here's a Titsumul. We could throw the throwing net at him again. Yeah, let's just throw the throwing net. We'll keep abusing it. And because we killed him before he broke out of the throwing net, we even got our throwing net back. Let's give an OS frog. Please don't tell the devs you know this. Don't tell them I told you about the throwing thing. If that ever gets changed, I'll cry. Anyway, super overpowered. Alright, I don't really want to walk into this silence area. Here's another Titsumul. We're throwing at him. Alright, let's apport it back this time. It's just one random Titsumul. Let's apport the net. We get it back. We can throw another one. He still tormented us. Monsters that are caught in nets, they will spend most of the time trying to escape. But they still can use their spells. They can't melee attack you though. Let's cast our regen and let's have a check. Vile Clutch is at 36%. Man, that mutation that made your spells harder to cast is really bad for us. Anyway, we're going to try to keep regen up. It looks like we have to walk into the Silence Cloud. Alright, it's going to be from a Silent Spectre. There it is. And Hellion. It's a really bad time. We can't... Okay, yeah, we couldn't... We couldn't smite him while we're in the Silence Cloud. So that was a bit rough. We have Brunolf, the Orc Knight. Let's give him the Glaive of Holy Wrath. We've got a shiny shield. I'm not too interested. If we're going to be gifting shields to orcs, I'd just rather they be large shields. Alright. Hell Effect tormented us again. So we're just gonna try to keep regen up. Remember that at any point in time, we might get fiends dumped on our head or all sorts of things. I also want to point something out to you that I think maybe people don't realize, which is part of what makes orc followers still fine and extended. And that's when you kill things, Beogh heals them. So they're kind of like angels with the shining one in that even though they might be getting tormented a lot in extended, they're also going to be healing a lot. So he's back to full health and we're still around half. Anyway, that's going to happen a lot, you'll see. Or maybe, I mean, Brunolf might just die. I shouldn't say that he's going to get healed a lot. A Balrog, okay, interesting. Not a monster you see every day in Tartarus. There's a Tormentor. We want to immediately smite that because we don't want to be getting tormented. Oh no, we're gonna get howled again. Nope, we didn't. Good. At least we were near the exit, so we could have tried to escape again, much like when we first came in. Man, Hell Effect just tormented us again. I'm gonna come back to the stairs. Generally speaking, you don't want to spend time resting in Hell. But we can kind of hang around here while we've got regen going. Or while we're trying to cast it, in any case. Okay. We smite the Hellion. Our DPS with an Orc Knight with a Holy Glaive is very high. Miscast regen again. I gotta try to keep it up. I manually explore here in Hell because you really want to just find stairs as soon as possible. And auto explore is going to go search all the nooks and crannies that might be useless to you. So I feel like it's worth manually exploring when you're here. We're hungry. We're never going to find corpses here. Is that true? I don't think you can eat Doomhounds. I'd be surprised if you could. So we're not going to find corpses here, we'll just eat our food. Okay. We're in Miasma. There's also a Tormentor. I'm going to smite the Tormentor. And then... Okay. I was going to say, Brunov is being quite wise and not stepping into the Miasma. Okay, we've got another Fiend. We should probably net him. Yeah. Okay. Oh, alright, nice. Brunov got healed and then Beogh gave him a, whatchamacallit, an Arbalest. I was going to say, it's really bad for any of your followers to ever go in Miasma because they get so poisoned, they just die really quickly. I also want to get rid of our sickness because while we've got it, we can't regen. So, cure out the sickness, cast our regen spell. While we're this hurt, maybe we should hang out the stairs again. We'll just wait a little bit. At any point, I could just go back up through the stairs here. Alright. I think we're probably good to go again. Quick check of our skills. Earth Magic is at 7.2. Vile Clutch is still really hard to cast. Yeah. I don't know, maybe we're not going to be Vile Clutching. Maybe I should, well, we'll take it to 8 and then we'll stop, but maybe I shouldn't be bothering now that we are going to find our spells harder to cast, and I should just be focusing on getting transmutations up. I think that's what I'll do. So we'll stop once we get to 8. And then that means Vile Clutch will still be usable if we need it, so we can quaff Brilliance. I don't know, there might be situations. Down to Tartarus 4. Going fine. We haven't had too much trouble here. We've been threatened mostly by the Hell effect, really, more than anything else. Let's eat again. Okay, here's a Tormentor. Because he's already in melee range, we'll just attack him. He's going to die really quickly to both of us, especially when one of us has Holy Wrath. Okay, this is a funny shaped floor. I don't know why it's always so funny when my orcs are shooting stuff with crossbows, but it's just endlessly funny to me. Let's go this way, I guess. Also note that if you ever see shafts or you ever see hatches down, just take them. Just get down as quickly as you can. We got tormented again. Alright. Put the regen up. Okay, good. So watching out that our MR didn't get halved there. You feel lost and a long way from home. Alright, let's get the Tormentor. Good. See, again, oh, the Doomhound. We got Howd. Alright, it's happening. Okay, we're going to take this relatively slowly, because if our Howl dumps a Tsitsimul on our head, situation becomes a lot worse. Did not though. Okay, good. I don't know. I think I was making some point before that happened, but it doesn't matter. Our Earth Magic made it to 8. Okay, let's turn on transmutations. I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical that we're ever going to get to necromutation, but maybe. It's 100% to fail at the moment. We should learn it though. I think I just hit it. Is that what I did? Wait, we can't memorize. We're in the middle of a fight with stuff right now. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, okay. Memorize necromutation. Yes. Put it on A. That's fine. Okay, yep, I'm fine with that. Let's also learn... We can't. The next spell I'd probably want to learn is Infestation. In terms of necromancy spells, but that's going to be a while off. It kind of scares me a bit that Infestation, which is, it's also a level 8 spell, like Necromutation is, but it's only Necromancy and it's still 100% to fail right now, even though we have almost 16 points of Necromancy. So I don't know, maybe we are never going to get those, but I'd like to. We could always go Scum Pan forever. Gonna cure out of the sickness. Want to be able to heal. That's just a demon trident. This is an enchanted glaive. Okay, no. Seeing if there are ones here that I want to give to orcs potentially. Okay, keep regen up. How many? We've got plenty of inventory slots. We'll just pick up the demon trident. It's a +5 demon trident. Oh boy. Yeah, it was a pretty good one. Keep regen up. And again, anytime that regen drops and I'm hurt, I want you to scream. Just to keep reminding me. Okay, something frightening happens. You feel weakened. So we just lost 3 points of strength. That was the effect that I've been talking about, where your stats can get rotted. The only way you get those back is with experience. So if you do have a low stat and say it got drained, I'd recommend leaving and going, say, getting some experience somewhere, even if that's you run around the abyss for a little bit. It's very risky to be in here though. Where are downstairs? I don't know, it's... Sometimes in hell you get really lucky. It's like the abyss that we did earlier where we entered the abyss and then one tile there was the exit. And then sometimes it's like this where you explore the whole floor and you just cannot buy a downstairs. Even if you have 1,996 gold, you can't even buy one. Oh, here we go. We've been howled. There's a Sitsimul. Let's net him. Let's apport it because I feel like we can. God, that's so stupid. Net strats. I love it though. Another Sitsimul. Let's net him. Yeah, okay, we can kill him. Oh, he broke out of the net on that last one. Went for the greed. Lost a net there due to greed. Could have apported that one. Alright, so we're down to 6 nets. We've lost a few of them here. I'll have to be less greedy on apporting them back. Like here, I'll give him... Oh, we missed! Alright, there you go. Sometimes they can miss. So we'll give him 2 swings. Alright, good. We got them both back. I think that's what I'll go for. The Tsitsimuls can have 2 turns to break out, and then I'm apporting it back. So 1, 2, let's apport it. I like how the targeter won't actually target the net. So you can switch between targets that are visible with the plus and the minus button, but I'm pressing it now and it's not treating the net as a target. But if I manually bring it to the Sitsimul, then I can do it. That's so stupid. Let's go again. So I got to manually do it. And as I'm doing that, Brunolf is just killing him with the Holy Wrathglaive. That's great. Super balanced. This is why you can see why the devs don't want you to know these things. But I don't know. Till they shut me down, I'll keep showing you. We're gonna smite the Tormentor before he does any nonsense. And Noob in Disguise, have you seen how we deal with Tormentors and Hellions by this point? We just one-shot them with Smite. Not actually too difficult. Hey, we finally found a staircase. I feel like we explored almost all of this floor to find this one stair. Tartarus 6, let's go. And see, this one was much easier. It's right there. Alright, let's regen. On to Tartarus 7. So we've been carrying all these magic mapping scrolls around with us. I'm going to read one. So each, this is a pretty crazy one. I mean, you can solve it just with fast travel. We can say just fast travel us there and we don't have to worry about the maze. But so every Hell 7 has a Hell Lord, much like the Pan Lords, with the exceptions that you don't have to kill Hell Lords if you don't want to, because these guys, if you steal their rune and you leave, you never have to see them again. They won't turn up on the orb run, they won't turn up on later Hell floors. That's it, they're gone, they're out of your life. So that's always good. Let's see this one. It's Ereshkigal, the Queen of Tartarus. Oh, she actually is gendered. Okay, interesting. I thought all of the Hell Lords and Pan Lords were made to no longer be gendered, but anyway, she is kind of scary. It's kind of, her main thing is that she can do a bunch of things to you in a combo. So she can do silence, which keeps you in. You can't teleport anymore under silence. There are no longer wands of teleportation. So yeah, so say she holds you in with silence, she can torment, and then potentially if you don't have high MR, she can paralyze you. And that's in addition to having major healing. Much like Lom Labom, Eresh can heal a bunch. You think she's nearly dead, and then suddenly, bam, she's back to a whole bunch of HP, and then she nails you. Also has Summon Greater Demon, so you need to watch out for all the Sitsimuls that she's making. I think she's kind of medium. She's dangerous, definitely dangerous, don't underestimate her. But she's not too dangerous. She's not like a Cerebov or a Lom Labom or something like that, or even an Antaeus. Okay, I want to step back. I don't want to fight him from that far back. Oh, we just got another Titsimul. Okay. Oh, our net missed. Our net missed again. Alright. Our net just missed 3 times in a row. 4 times in a row. Okay, so basically what's happening... what's happening right now is... there's a dev watching right now. And so they've just hot fixed or hot patched netting fiends out, because we just missed 4 nets in a row, which is not possible. I'm telling you, it is not possible. Let's fight these guys. Let's put our regen up. Alright, so now that nets don't work on fiends anymore, this is going to be a lot harder. Here is the malign gateway that we're talking about when we're in Pan. Chaos attacks, so they can potentially paralyze you. Okay. Resting in hell, not advised, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, and let's solve the maze. So we can just tell auto travel to bring us to I don't know, say the entrance to the castle over here. Oh wow, that's a rough combo. Silent Spectre and a Doomhound. Okay, so we got to net this guy. We got another one though. At this point, we're still really howled and we're really quite hurt. So I'm going to net and then I'm going to start smiting. Oh nice, we got him in one. And when I say that, most of the hard work there was done by Brunhof with his Holy Wrath. Doing excellent work here in Extended. Let's get our regen up and our Howl wore off. That was like a tongue twister. We'll re-get our nets. So it seemed like maybe nets weren't hot patched because we hit him with one. Tormentor. Yeah, see, Brunhof was really hurt. We killed that one and then he got healed. It looks like you can indeed eat hellhounds. Not hellhounds, doomhounds. So there you go. Let's keep regen up. I've been very lazy in terms of using my crossbow. I probably shouldn't be because I'm very good at ranged. Oh, another Sitsumo. Let's net him first. Right, F, of course, when I got my crossbow out, shoots the crossbow bolt. Why don't my nets work anymore? 1, 2, good, you're dead. I feel like it's been stopped working. I don't know, maybe they're just sort of, they're trying to balance it here. So all our nets were hitting. The dev who's watching thought, okay, we can't do that. We need to make it less likely to hit. They made it much harder. We missed 4 in a row. They thought, okay, well that's too much. Let's dial that back a bit. And so now we're missing sometimes, but not 4 times in a row. All right. So in here, you're gonna have treasure rooms to the side, in these side bits, and then the main chamber is going to be Eresh with the rune at the back here. If you want to steal the rune, having portal Passage of Galubria really helps with that because you can try to passage behind Eresh, but we're going to try to kill her. We've been killing all the lords so far. I usually don't mind killing stuff. We have a vertigo status. That's curious. Not one you normally see. You need to note that, where was this? It was much like when we were talking about Cerebov's lair. It's the main place we were talking about it. When you're fighting these Hell Lords, that's a Tormentor. I don't know which one summoned it though, so I'm just going to have to kill the Tormentor. When you're fighting these Hell Lords or Pan Lords, don't charge into the end vaults because they're very likely to be full of fiends. So fighting the Hell or Pan Lord on their own is usually dangerous. If you're also getting tormented a bunch by fiends, that's even worse. I'm gonna go around to the other treasure chamber. I don't know. I feel like I want the loot. Right. Yeah, we've done. Oh no, there are more in the corners here. Okay, hang on. There's a lot of loot to be got. Can't leave the loot. Oh, it's just gold. Okay, never mind. One other thing that I should point out that I haven't is that in Hell you will always find the Serpent of Hell. It's quite a scary unique. Some are more dangerous than others, but it's going to be. Let's smite this. We're currently silenced. Okay, so we can't smite it. We can throw nets though. Why are we silenced? Okay, because there's going to be a silent spectre in there. Okay, yeah. Sometimes Eresh has silent specters with her, which makes her dangerous as well. That hurts. Let's torment. We're getting tormented, and we're going to potentially. We've been howled. Okay, this is terrible. Let's get our regen up. Please no more Tsitsumos. There's a Tsitsumo. let's just smite it. I'm not going to mess around with throwing nets when we're this low HP and we're still howled and we're still in hell. Let's get our regen up. There's another one. I'm going to smite that. I cannot afford to be howled again right now with this little HP and MP. And I don't want to hide in that room because there's a Silent Spectre, which, yeah, is probably hanging out with Eresh. Oh, I just noticed we're also sick, so we are actually not regenning. So there we go. Let's get rid of that, and now we can regen. Alright, so yeah, the Serpent of Hell is themed for the branch that you're currently in. So the fire one is fire themed and so on. So we might run into him. I think we would have met him already. He would have been around here, but maybe not. Transmutations to 6. Yeah. Where's our... Oh wait, we didn't even learn Infestation yet. It's dropped to 97% chance. Alright, well we'll learn it. As I do that, we get more demons dropped on our head. I'm going to change it from... Where is it? Oh, we didn't learn it because we got interrupted. Right. That's the second or third time that's happened this episode. Yeah, it happened again. Okay, throw our net. We miss. You know what? We could be more accurate with our nets if we use Portal Projectile. You waste a turn casting the spell, in which time you can get tormented, but yeah, that's another option to make them more accurate. So yes, if we could please learn Infestation. There we go. Alright. So not really usable right now, but I don't know, maybe we'll quaff a Brilliance and try to infest something. We're going to need to smite this Sitsimul. Recast Regen. You feel your flesh rotting away, so we see our max HP is dropped from 300 to 297. Hopefully that won't make a difference and we die to an exact amount where that 3 HP would save us. Am I that worried? Yeah, maybe. Let's just cure out of it. So the way you get your HP back is you quaff a curing or heal wounds potion. And let's go in the other side. I don't know, this loot better be worth it. We've gone through... I was going to say, we've gone through quite a bit of hell to get this, and it is literally true in this case. Oh dear. I see. Oh god. Okay, definitely not worth. Okay, this is horrible. So what's happened here is this Shadow Demon has made a bunch of things, including a Silent Spectre. At the same time, a Sitsimul has turned up from below us, and one has turned up from above us. So we need to kill this one immediately. I think Brunolf is in a lot of trouble. In fact, we are too. Yeah, I think there's a good chance he's going down here. Yeah, okay. Hopefully he left a corpse. Let's get out of sight of the Sitsimul so we're not getting tormented. I'm going to need to smite him. Okay, please Brunolf, because that was really, really, really unfair. And you have been doing amazingly well here. Come on, corpse? No. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, that's a sad one. Okay. Rip Brunolf. You have done an absolutely excellent job in hell. I'm sorry I have killed you through greed. We had no reason to be here other than I wanted more loot. And look at it. Some crappy staves. Some crappy staves and a random book. It's going to give us Aura of Abjuration. Okay, that's a pretty useful spell. As a summon mana vipers and shadow creatures. But still, that was not worth it. I would not trade your life for that. I would take it all back if I could. Alright, so that's kind of sad. And he didn't leave a corpse either. We had our 6 pips of piety. We were ready to resurrect him. But not to be. Alright. So we're going to go fight Eresh now. Let's at least get... the rune. Oh no, we're getting... I'm going to smite him. Too late, we got Howd. Alright. We are potentially in a lot of trouble here if we start getting Titsimals. And we didn't. Okay, so we got lucky in that respect. There's one. Smite. Okay, well this got really hard. It was going pretty well until that situation. Alright, so we need to note that there's a Silent Spectre somewhere, which is going to make it, at any point when we're in this aura of silence, we won't be able to smite, we won't be able to teleport, we won't be able to use any of our spells. Alright, this is more treasure room. Damn it, I thought we were going into the main chamber. Okay, hang on, how do we get in there? This way, alright. Take this slow. There are very likely to be more Titsimals just hanging around. I want to get our HP back up to full before we charge in. Okay, that's good. Keep regen up. We'll kill these guys. Probably our plan is going to be to haste up and then just smite her to death. I don't care that we're using all our piety. Eresh is quite scary, and particularly because we lost Brunoff. So let's haste. Okay, we won't charge in because there are likely to be fiends here, as you see. Let's run away. In fact, we maybe want to reset this. So the Silent Spectres are running at us, as well as the Tzitsimal. So we're stuck in this silence cloud, and because we got tormented immediately, we're missing a bunch of HP. So I'm just gonna wait here. We'll get our HP back and we'll reset. And now that the door's open, why don't our nets hit anymore? I swear that the devs actually patched this out. But now that the door's open, it's likely that we can meet those things wandering around rather than having to fight them all at once. Like maybe if we could just kill the Silent Spectre, that would make this a lot safer. You are unable to make a sound. That's quite funny actually. I tried to yell at it to get its attention. But yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, so the Silent Spectre's gone. A lot safer. So let's see if we can get Eresh. That's a bone dragon. There she is. Okay. I want to step around the corner so we're not getting tormented as she approaches. Let's haste again. And we've got... Are there any other might potions in the game? There's one that we can buy. Okay, because think about it. We've got 4 Hell Lords. And then maybe we might want a might in Tomb. That's 5. So I don't mind using a might here. We've got the 4 on us and then the 1 we can buy. So let's also... We'll Agi. We've got 9 of those. And we'll quaff a might potion. And then, I mean, maybe we're going to hit her. We're going to try to smite her, but she might cast silence. Actually, oh no, let's smite the Tormentor. We can net her as well, by the way. Actually, no, we can't. I mean, technically we can, but have a look. Eresh is extremely evasive, so she's actually really hard to hit with a net. She's really hard to hit with our attacks too. We keep missing, so I'm actually just going to keep smiting her. Especially now that she's casting demons. Alright, good. So Eresh is down. Let's regen before we head into the room, because there are likely to be more Titsimals in there. Okay, alright, we're good. Yep, see there's one. Speak of the devil and he doth appear. And he hurts. I'm really quite bummed about Brunoff. Oh yeah, right. I forgot my own advice. Yeah, that was dangerously low in terms of HP. Let's wait up again. Alright, Tormentor. Because that was just us, we actually could have gone Invis there against the Tormentor. They can't see Invis, so they won't torment you. And if it's just you and it's not you and orcs such that they can see you, they won't do it. We've had to use a lot of smite in here though. We've dropped to 3 pits of piety again. I really just want to grab this rune. This is bad. Okay. The Hellion won't shoot the Sitsimul, so we actually can ignore him. I changed my mind. There are multiple Sitsimuls. And I'm going to need to kill the Hellion, because if we need to blink away from this, he might then damnate us and kill us. Last throwing net. They all missed. Why don't our nets work anymore? I'm actually not joking. I feel like this got hot patched as we were playing. Alright, anyway. We'll rest up again. I really just want to get this rune and just leave. Let's run in. Okay, I don't even care if there are more Sitsimuls in here. I'm lying, I do care, but... Alright, so we've got a plain ring. I don't know what that is. Ring of Ice. Okay, never mind. Not too exciting. A book with Spellforge Servitor. Okay, there's our Bone Rune. Looks surprisingly like something. You can use your imagination. And that's it. So let's get out of here. We gotta tell the map to, once again... Oh no. See, at this point where the game is just messing with us, summoning Sitsimuls on us and Doomhounds, I feel like we can just read a teleport here. And probably anywhere we teleport like this is going to be closer to the exit. Alright, so that went kind of long. It's bummed that we lost Brunolf. He did an excellent job there in Hell though. He was extremely useful in helping us get down to Tartarus 7. So that sucks, but he's in Valhalla now, so that's okay. In the next one, we'll be going on with Hell. Probably next we'll be going into Gehenna, so see you back for that one. Bye.